Welcome to World Energy Television. Today we're going to be talking about energy security and the future of our great country. We're at NAPE 2010. I'm pleased to introduce you today to my friend, Bill van Dyke. And the reason he's my friend is because he just happens to live behind my beauty shop, the Beehive, in Wasilla. I just love it.
Yep.
Does your wife go there too?
Well, she doesn't. She has another favorite hairdresser.
Well, I won't tell anybody.
Okay.
Well, actually, Bill's an oil man for about 32 years. Over 30 years, and I think he has to know something by now. And Bill, what I really want to know from you now, today at NAPE, is the tax incentives that we passed in Alaska. I would like to know, how's that affecting you and the oil business? How's it working?
Well, as you know, the tax credits are really focused heavily towards exploration, and they were designed to encourage exploration, and they're really working well. The exploration companies, it's a little slow to get the word getting out, but the companies that are up there are enjoying huge tax credit advantages. They earn credits by drilling wells, by shooting seismic, and then they can take those credits and either sell them back to the state or sell them to a producing company, or they can hold on to the credits and then use them as an offset on production taxes when they become producers.
You know, we're so happy that these tax incentives weren't just designed for the majors.
Oh no, far from it. I mean, it's a statewide program. Anybody can participate. There are several groups in Cook Inlet that I work for that are drilling wells, independent companies, developing gas fields in Cook Inlet, and they're earning credits, and it's impacting their economics. On the North Slope, companies like Savant and the Brooks Range Group, smaller investment groups, I mean, they're drilling wells, they're earning credits, they're putting the money back into the state, they're drilling more wells. Savant's getting ready to restart the Badami field, and the tax credits are helping them continue that investment cycle.
And it's right there for them to see and to read and to go take advantage of.
Sure. I mean, once you understand the rules and the policies, you can work with the state folks in the tax division, and it's you need to read through the rules, but they're not that complicated at the end of the day. And like I say, it has a couple years of history. People understand how it works, and it is working.
Do you have any personal stories about how it's worked with anybody you know?
Oh, sure. I have about 25 clients that I work for that earn tax credits and have been cashing them in with the state for the most part. Some of them are holding on because they have production on the way. But last year, I think the state wrote checks for almost $200 million to explorers and new startup producers, people that don't have production yet but are either developing or still exploring. For instance, a new seismic program earns a 65% tax credit. So if you spend $1 million shooting seismic and get back $650,000 from the state, it really affects the economics. And
it goes back into the state. It's the first stop in getting the money back to the people.
It is.
To make our economy grow.
It is.
And so tell me another story about a client that you've had. Has the word gotten out easily to them, or did they have to dig for it?
They have to dig for it. I mean, the details
not good.
No, it's not the best situation, but there's not a great website you can go to and find out the ABCs of tax credits. There are a lot of statutes and regulations, and with any statutes and regulations, they're hard to read, they're hard to understand.
Except for an experienced old man like you.
I mean, once you get your feet on the ground and you work with them for a few years, the program's been in effect for almost 4 years. So people pretty much have it figured out. It has a history, it works well, it's real.
Now Alaska needs to get the word out about how great this is so that the lower 48 will get on board. Getting the money back in the pockets where it goes.
Yeah, I think Alaska sometimes gets a bad rap because it is remote. We can't change that. And because it's remote and because it's cold, it's a little bit more expensive to operate there. But these tax credits really take some of that sting out. I mean, they really help.
That's awesome. Great information from you today, Bill. We want to thank Mr. Van Dyke for being such a visionary oil man and helping get the word out about Alaska.
Okay, you're welcome.